Hi, everybody. Welcome to Networking Action. My name is Ronnie. I have the pleasure to talk with Dan Biser. He is the payment processing guru of Cincinnati, Ohio, is with Infinity Tech. It's a wonderful merchant services company. Hey, Dan, how's it going?
Everything's great.
Good.
I'm warming up here in Ohio, so.
Right. Well, here in Houston, it's already a desert. So, all right. So, Dan, tell us, what is it that you do?
So we specialize in being payment processing advisors. We do cover those electronic payments, but we don't consider ourselves just a credit card processor. It's more about sitting down with a business, finding out what they do, how they do it, and maybe even identifying some inefficiencies or us by knowing the payment processing networks of maybe changing the way they do things to make it better for them. So it's not just about just the processing, not so it's more about the
Very
full
nice.
situation.
All right. So, how long have you been in business?
I have been with Infotech for the last 4 years. We were founded in 2005. We were started by two gentlemen that left a larger processor to do the things in the industry that were being done incorrectly, do them correctly on their own. So we were founded in 2005. We were acquired by a company based out of Nashville called i3 Verticals in 2015. So we went public in 2018. i3 Verticals is made up of over 30 companies that are really niche markets within the processing payment space. So if there is an electronic payment occurring, there is a very, very good chance that we can be a part of it. Anywhere from a school payment for your lunch to you're sharing your rent with your roommate and you're paying 40% of it and the other person's paying 60%. So there's a lot of really cool software features that we have.
Wow, that is super, super exciting. So you've been in business for quite some time. Do you have like a favorite customer service story?
Favorite customer service story. I had a 30 site location at the end of last year, in the middle of COVID. Last year we had to get that business up and running before the end of the year. And there were some challenges with that large of an opportunity, underwriting, getting things approved, getting hardware built and everything rolled out. We installed 33 locations in a matter of 10 days from the day we got a signed application. So
Wow.
incredible. We deployed, we had 4 guys on our team. We drove all over Indiana and Southern Michigan and parts of Ohio to get all 33 sites up in that short time frame. Was really remarkable. And the client was very impressed with our ability to take that on. So.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I'm not really like understanding technology and the in and outs, but you sound so excited about it. And
Yeah.
it sounds a lot of stuff to do in 10 days. So I'm very impressive. Great job on that. So let's pivot a little bit now to the dreaded COVID question. So has COVID-19 affected your business?
It has. For our guys that have a lot of restaurant and hospitality accounts, obviously, those were hit probably the hardest in our area, specifically with shutdowns and things like that. So the volume dropped significantly in that industry. But on the other side of the fence is we had some great opportunities to get out in front of customers that we would have never had an opportunity to do. One of my probably favorite COVID stories of a merchant is a guy that owns a lumber company, and he was looking for a way to have that customer pay for their order before they come and pick it up. And then they just left it in like a stall location. That person can already come in, they check the guy at the front door, show them that it's paid, they go in and pick up all their materials and they leave. So it's really touchless. And that was really important because the building industry is so important, and it's one of those things that just can't stop, right? So he was looking for a solution, and rather than having to go in and buy all this new equipment and get really sophisticated and spend a lot of money that he didn't need to spend, we were able to provide a solution that was virtual. We were sending out secure payment links, and that customer is getting a receipt showing that their customer had paid and is ready to pick up, and they were contacting via phone. So really, that touchless environment was a huge talking point for our industry this year.
Wow, that is actually super impressive that you guys really went out the way to make sure that you can save more money in general, because during COVID it was hard as is, and getting all um the systems, and like you're saying, like cashiers even, and getting all this stuff into a business does take a lot of money and time. So I'm really glad you were able to help this guy. And it's actually really interesting that that industry is, now it's part of this world, because before, like you said, it was very traditional. You go in, pay, get your stuff.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. All right. So let me ask you this: if you had a like a tip for our listeners looking to either change their systems right now, or looking to start a business, or maybe pivot like we had with the lumber guy, what would be a good tip for them to start? Where do we go?
I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff out there as far as electronic payments. Really, kind of set your list of things that you must have as a business, and then from there, employ someone that is a specialist in that field. Come to us and have a conversation, and identify the things that you need to have, and maybe we can reach out and kind of make some recommendations on things you should have. The nice part about us is we're not tied to one single processor. We're not tied to one single piece of equipment. So we can really look at a lot of options, and we can give you a scale of hardware costs and monthly software fees, and we can identify something that's going to fit your budget and also do what you need to get done.
Wow, absolutely. That sounds really, really cool. All right, Dan, I promised it was going to be a short interview. So would you mind sharing with us what is the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach me is my cell phone, area code 513-617-4961. Email is always great as well. It's D Biser, which is B as in boy, ISER, at i3merchant.com.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you, Dan, so much for your time today. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, thanks for having me.